What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are backing in with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Rob Bob the Corn Cob, the admin of my Discord server. Now, this battle, he gave me a special rule set. He told me that I cannot bring weakness policy or Z moves.
Got an order from the boss. Dump everything that isn't about
fourth generation.
everything. Everything. Come on, come on, come on. Quicker, quicker. Delete, delete.
So I don't know how I'm supposed to make a team without those things. When he knows I literally cannot play the game without them. But yeah, we're having, no, in all seriousness, we're actually having a Gen 4 and never used battle. As close as we can get it anyway, because obviously there's mechanics that change from Gen 4 to Gen 7. But we're getting as close as we possibly can. So the thing is about Gen 4 is that there is no team preview at all. So we both decided not to look at team preview because obviously that'd be cheating. So there's no team preview, so I had no idea what Jimmy's team is and vice versa. We both decided not to bring stealth rocks because we like to have fun. And we pretty much only brought Pokemon from Gen 4 at never used, and they pretty much only have moves from like Gen 4 and below pretty much. There's no like new gen moves like Boom Burst, Freeze Dry, stuff like that. So yeah, as you can see here, actually Dodrio got a buff in speed in Gen 7, so I kind of literally just took my rules and just stomped on them because I literally brought a Pokemon that got buffed in Gen 7 unintentionally. I just wanted to use Dodrio, but this Dodrio actually doesn't even have Jump Kick because it was a Gen 4 moveset, so I didn't give it Jump Kick. So here, he brings in Electabuzz and actually pulls a hard switch into his Futile here, which was a pretty smart move, as I actually don't want to stay in here because I don't want to take a Thunderbolt. So he makes a pretty good double switch here by bringing in my Vileplume here. My Vileplume, as you know, I wanted to take a Thunderbolt, but he actually brings in his Futile, which is pretty good for him. Now, he's going to go straight for the Ice Punch, which wasn't what I was expecting. I should be able to stomach this attack pretty well, as we actually take a lot from that attack, which it tells me he's most likely choice banded Futile, which is pretty cool to see. I go for Sludge Bomb, anticipating him to switch out, but I do get the lucky 30% chance to poison. It's the same chance of Scald. A little unfortunate for Jimmy, but what can you do? So we have a pretty good lead right now. He did weaken my Vileplume, which is really good for his Electabuzz because my electric resistance on my team isn't really there, because both me and Jimmy kind of threw our teams together, so we don't really have the most well-constructed teams in the world. Wow. So now I'm going to switch out of my Vileplume here. I don't want to lose it to Ice Punch, so I'm going to bring in my Wailord here. Now, unfortunately, I decided not to bring the Verlisify Wailord strategy because I wanted to go easy on Jimmy. You see, I could have went the Curse, Amnesia, Rest, Heavy Slam set, but Heavy Slam is a Gen 5 move, so I'd have to actually, stick with Waterfall instead. But yeah, I don't know what Jimmy would have done because he can't actually Toxic that Wailord because it has Rest, so I'm not really too sure what he would have done against it. But instead, I'm humoring him and using a Choice Scarf Wailord. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So he's actually gonna pull a hard switch into his Walrein, and I just decided to go for Hidden Power Grass. I believe it's Hidden Power because I just want to knock out the Futile, but he brings in his Walrein. It takes absolutely nothing from that, but I know he's not a soft vested because he gets leftovers here, and we decided not to use new gen items or moves in general. So yeah, he's leftovers, and Wailord's just weak as trash because Wailord's just trash. So like, don't use Wailord, God forbid, just please don't use Wailord. So now I'm gonna pull a hard switch out of here and bring in Vileplume once again because I don't know, I'm expecting him to go for anything besides Ice Beam, but he goes for Substitute, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Alright, maybe I will outspeed this Walrein because, I'm Vileplume, but then I realized that Walrein, for a fat walrus, actually has a decently high base speed in comparison to Vileplume, so basically, I'm gonna just let it get blasted away by Ice Beam here, and there's not much I can really do about it because I don't really have a safe switch into this Walrein. It's kind of sad to actually say that, but I really don't. I have, like, Walrein. No, I don't have Walrein. I have Wailord, my bad. I have Vileplume, which dies, and then like the rest of my team just doesn't appreciate Ice Beam. Plus, there's that freeze chance, so I'm just not gonna risk it. I'm gonna let my Vileplume die. But now I'm much more weak to his Electabuzz in general because I have no electric resistance on my team at this point, besides my own Electabuzz. Funny how we both decided to bring Electabuzz. I was gonna bring Electivire, but Electivire is not Gen 4, never used. In fact, Electivire was freaking overused at Gen 4, which is absolutely absurd considering it's in the depths of PU now, which is just sad. So I go for Hidden Power Grass here. I have a lot of hidden powers, legit hidden powers, by the way. No power saved helped me out there. And yeah, we're gonna go for the hidden power, break the Walrein Substitute, and now Walrein's gonna retaliate with the Ice Beam, and I'm hoping I can just tank this because Walrein's normally defensive. I don't have Eviolite on Electabuzz because this is Gen 4, so technically Gen 4, so there's no Eviolite in the game, and yeah, so we're not running that Eviolite stuff. And yeah, so we actually take a lot from the Ice Beam, more than I thought. So I'm assuming he has special attack investment because there's no way uninvested Ice Beam does over half the freaking Electabuzz, let's be real. So here he brings in his Cordeli, and I anticipated him to pull a hard switch, so I go for Toxic. I wasn't really too sure into what because I didn't know what Jimmy had on his team, but yeah, he brings in Cordeli, so I'm able to poison Cordeli, which is pretty good because Cordeli is just an annoying piece of crap. He doesn't have Stealth Rocks because we both agreed not to bring Stealth Rocks, so at least I have that going for me, but it's still annoying. But at the very least, I'm able to poison it, so at least it's on a timer, so that's good for me. I'm actually taking notes from Jimmy using Toxic. So here I'm going to pull a hard switch into my Liam because I should be able to tank whatever he wants to go for. My shiny Hypno, as he's actually just going to go for the Rock Slide. That was not what I was anticipating at all, but I guess that works, as we should be able to stomach it because we are Hypno. And don't worry guys, this is not a legit Wish Hypno. Unfortunately, I don't have the powers to get my hands on a legit Wish Hypno, but yeah, it's a pretty cool Hypno set. You guys are going to see it. So, Smogonites are going to be pretty mad at me for using this moveset, but you will see in just a moment. So, I actually do carry I guess I can't say that because Jimmy's switching out. So, he switches into a Sableye here. I forgot he switched out here. Sorry, my bad. And now I go for Rain Dance because I do have the damn Brock on my Hypno. And I do also have Gorbis, if you saw Team Preview, and my Scarf Wailord. So ladies and gentlemen, I have the Rain team going on. I have the Rain meme team, and it does not end here. So we have Rain Dance on Hypno. Sableye comes in, and I know he's not Frankster Sableye because that doesn't exist. So he's actually like Keen Eye or something like that. I don't know the exact ability Sableye carries, but I go for Nasty Plot here because Hypno does carry Nasty Plot and can learn Nasty Plot. So may as well give it to it. As now Sableye's gonna hit me up with a Toxic. Not too surprising. That is Jimmy's specialty right there. He has to at least use it once against me in this battle. So he's gonna poison me with Toxic, which is pretty annoying. But what can you do? And I have Nasty Plot, and I don't know if he's gonna see this coming because Smogon banned it, but like it's okay. This is technically Gen 4, so Smogon didn't ban Baton Pass. Okay, so look. I used Baton Pass, right? Okay, stop raging, stop typing that comment, stop flaming. I know Baton Pass is banned, but look, as Gen 4 never used, and I send out Scarf Wailord to use my Nasty Plot. So like, am I really being a tryhard? No, but I have Rain Up, I am Choice Scarf, and I have +2 special attack. So I'm just gonna click Water Spout here. Jimmy has no switch into it. I mean, he could bring in his Cordeli, but it does not have Storm Drain because that is its hidden ability, and that is not available in Generation 4. So yeah, we're literally making it as close as we possibly can to Gen 4, as humanly possible anyway. So he's gonna knock out his full tilt to the Water Spout. He didn't really have a switch into it. I guess Walrein could have potentially switched in, but at +2 special attack Water Spout, I know it's not full base power, but it's still stronger than Surf. But it's pretty cool. Now he's gonna bring in his Electabuzz, and like I should outspeed this thing no problem, but he's actually Choice Scarf Electabuzz, and if I was actually paying attention earlier on in the battle, I would have been able to tell he was Scarf Electabuzz because Dodrio has a higher base speed than Electabuzz, and when he switched out against my Dodrio, he was actually faster than me, so I should have put 2 and 2 together. But I really wasn't focusing, and now I bring in my Gorbis. I am timid max speed, but Scarf Electabuzz is too darn fast, and I could have brought in Hypno. I could have brought my own Electabuzz, but I just decided to just kind of risk it because why not? And I kind of regretting it now. I let my Gorbis go down, but like to be honest, I didn't really have a switch into this Electabuzz. I had Hypno, which would have gotten like 2 or 3 KO'd by Thunderbolt with Toxic, and I bring in my own Electabuzz here, hoping I can just live Thunderbolt and hit him up with a Toxic because I need to knock out this Electabuzz if I even want to stand a chance in this game. Me throwing away Gorbis' life was very questionable, but I really thought I outsped him there. But no, we missed the Toxic on his Electabuzz, which is a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? And now he's going to knock me out with his own Thunderbolt. So the dual Electabuzz, I just think that's so funny how we both use Electabuzz, considering like no one has ever used Electabuzz against me ever, but yet we both decided to use Electabuzz because it's freaking Gen 4 and never used technically, so that's awesome. Now I'm going to bring in my Liam here, my Hypno, and it's literally all I have left is Hypno and my Dodrio, and I'm against Electabuzz and 3 other Pokemon. So he's gonna obviously save his Electabuzz because it wins him the game. Like there's no reason not to. And he did realize, he's like, wait a minute, I'm a little bit behind, but Jimmy's able to turn the tides of the game with a Scarf Electabuzz. Jimmy and his random Choice Scarf Pokemon, I swear to God, those are Jimmy's trump cards. Like mine's Weakness Policy and Z moves, both of which he banned because they're broken concepts. He has freaking Choice items and Toxic. That's Jimmy's trump cards, and I was not ready for the Scarf Electabuzz because like, really? Like who runs that? Apparently Jimmy does. Jimmy always has the hidden tech to freaking smash me. But yeah, unfortunately my Nasty Plot Baton Pass Hypno was unable to do much in this battle, and I go for Nasty Plot here because I just wanted to, and because I want to basically click Baton Pass one last time before Smogon banishes me for the rest of my life. So I click Baton Pass because I can't click Baton Pass ever again because Smogon banned it for some reason. And now I'm gonna Baton Pass out into Dodrio for no reason because I know this game is over. And you know, I wanted to get in Dodrio, and he just goes for Will-O-Wisp just because he knew I'd Baton Pass out. So he even flexes on me and goes for Will-O-Wisp on the freaking toxic target. So Jimmy is getting vengeance on our last battle. So yeah, basically, I don't really think I could win this battle because Scarf Electabuzz can just clean up the game at this point. But he does Birdman, so I'm going to go for the Choice Band and Brave Bird because, you know, Brave Bird, it's going down! You know how I do it, so we're going to go for Brave Bird, and it's not going to quite do that much damage because he has max defense, max hit point Sableye. Even though he's not Prankster, Sableye still is a little bit bulky. I'm kind of surprised he actually used Sableye without Prankster, but that is Jimmy for you. He uses the most random stuff. He's pretty much like me, but, you know, actually good at the game. But yeah, Seismic Toss gonna knock out Dodrio, and all I have left is my freaking shiny Hypno. And unfortunately, against Sableye, Electabuzz, Walrein, and Credilli, I'm not seeing a way I can win this battle, unfortunately. And me throwing away Gorbis definitely did not help the situation. Like, I definitely should have brought an Electabuzz first, try to hit the Toxic, and then try to stall him out a little bit with my Hypno, but I don't think it would have done anything. But here I click a Baton Pass one last time because this is the last time I'll ever be able to click Baton Pass without being freaking smited by Smogon. He's gonna Seismic Toss, knock out my Liam, and yeah, down goes my shiny Hypno, which looks awesome, by the way. And yeah, we're gonna lose to Jimmy with a narrow 0-4 loss. Yeah, we actually got body bagged by Jimmy, but I haven't posted like a hard loss in a while because, to be honest, I haven't lost a game in a while that was like not completely one-sided. And this was not one-sided. Like, it was one-sided in the beginning versus Jimmy, but Jimmy brought it back with his hidden tech with the Scarf Electabuzz, and that was very well played on Jimmy's behalf. Pretty fun battle. No team preview, no Stealth Rocks. It just leads to a very fun battle every time. So hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. If you guys did enjoy the Wi-Fi battle and want to support my channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video, as it's the greatest way to show your support towards my channel, and it helps my channel's growth, and it's much appreciated. And yeah, the question of the day is going to be, what are your thoughts on Smogon's Baton Pass ban that they did earlier this year? They actually banned Baton Pass just outright. You cannot use Baton Pass in Ubers if you wanted to, which is actually depressing. But in Gen 4, you could use Baton Pass all you wanted. Gen 5, you could use Baton Pass all you wanted. Gen 6, they made a Baton Pass clause so you can only Baton Pass with one Pokemon, and then they took it a step further and made it so you can only Baton Pass with, you know, speed plus another stat. Or you can't Baton Pass speed plus another stat. So if you want to Baton Pass agility and combine, the game be like, sorry bro, you can't quite do that one. And so that's fine. Well, I'm fine with that because Baton Pass chain teams were absolutely cancer, like arguably more cancerous than my YouTube channel. And I'm very glad those are gone. But then they decided just to remove Baton Pass from the game, like even in Ubers, like you can't use Baton Pass in Ubers. And their argument is that like Magearna and Zergotry were sweeping too many teams. Like, wow, like breaking news, you don't need Baton Pass to sweep with those broken Pokemon. Like, needless to say, like, you don't need Baton Pass to sweep with them. So, was it Baton Pass or the Pokemon or just the combination of both? Now, I think the combination of both, obviously. The Pokemon did not help the situation at all. Like, you know, Game Freak introducing, like, godly Pokemon in Gen 7 didn't help Baton Pass's case. But I think if they left it with the Gen 6 clause, it would have been completely fine. If you let some Pokemon set up, like, +6 combines and Baton Pass out into Magearna, then that's your fault. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure if, like, Magic Bounce Espeon, you can't roar it out, but, like, no. There are ways around Baton Pass. I'm not saying it's, like, the easiest thing to play around, but, like, did they really need to ban the move outright? Absolutely not. But they just did it because it was the easiest solution. I can't really blame them for that. Do I disagree with it? Absolutely. But, like, I'm not really going to get mad about it or make a big deal about it because I understand it, because Baton Pass teams in general are just dumb. But for someone who likes to just use Baton Pass with like a nasty plot or something for fun, I like that. But like they made it impossible. You can't even use Baton Pass to pivot out. Like, they made it impossible to use Baton Pass in this gen, and I just don't like it, honestly, for one of my favorite moves in the game. I mean, obviously I have like all cheesy tactics, so like I'm a little bit biased here, but them just completely banning Baton Pass is a little bit unfair in my opinion. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Smogon banning Baton Pass. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching all the way till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.
See ya.